Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety, and today we're gathered here for this week's episode of good old Friday Night Smackdown. We got a lot of drama to get to tonight, including whether or not Jey Uso is going to show up for his tag team title defense, as the Usos have to defend their Smackdown tag team titles against Ricochet and Braun Strowman. And then, of course, we've also got the big fatal four-way to determine Gunther's next opponent. So, we've got a lot to get to tonight, so grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy. And let's get to it, friends. Paul Heyman told me to get my notepad out, and guess what I got this week? I got a whole notebook. I need a new notebook for work, and, well, I saw a few notebooks that looked nice, and it came in a 3-pack, so... An insane competitor. Well played. Well, how do we know he's not here? Paul, you saw Roman at freaking Royal Rumble. That was personal. That was all personal. Last week was personal. It's all personal within the Bloodline, too. Yeah, but the Bloodline's on a sinking ship right now, Paul, and you're on it. Maybe the island's going under, too. I don't know. Why doesn't Roman have his titles? Why does Paul Heyman have the titles? Like, Paul Heyman didn't have the titles on Monday. Okay, but the Bloodline's falling apart at the seams, Paul. It doesn't matter if he has the titles or not. It's been falling apart by the seams and barely hanging on there by the seams for a little while. Oh, there's our dude Sami there. There's our guy. Just sneak it in there again. I like the sign that says Honorary Zayn. I would agree. I wonder how they're going to treat the titles. Like, are we going to get back to 2 titles, like 1 per show? What's going on here? We all want to know what's going to go on with the Usos tonight. That's the biggest, question that we have tonight. Look at Sami. He's, like, connecting all the dots together for all of us. We appreciate you, Sami. We appreciate you. See, this is the stuff we've been talking about for weeks now. Like, it's all going to come down sooner rather than later. Paul Heyman's always like, my tribal chief. So he ain't wrong with that. Paul's looking nervous, y'all. This man's looking nervous. Why did he just hug him? What's going on? Paul's nervous as heck, y'all. He is so nervous. He's on edge. This man's nervous. This man needs a vacation, and hopefully he gets it after WrestleMania, because look, Roman's losing one or both of those titles sooner rather than later. There's no other way around it, just kind of based on where everything's kind of going. But holy crap, y'all, look at Paul Heyman with 2 promos this week. If y'all didn't catch the Paul Heyman and Cody segment that he was referring to during that segment just now, I totally recommend checking it out. It's quite good stuff. But coming up next, we've apparently got Sheamus and Drew versus Hit Row. So that's fun. Alright, so Hit Row didn't get their entrance, so I think we can take a guess as to who's probably going to win this match, right? The graphics for Drew's entrance will never not be cool, with like the swords and stuff. Even though he no longer carries a sword out to the ring. It's the symbol that counts. They like beating people up, including themselves. I mean, they always just, again, they're like college dudes. They just hit each other all the time for no reason. Okay, but see, Hit Row's making sense, because we were talking about this last week with the whole tournament mess. Michael Cole really just said they don't look like they're happy that they got what they asked for. Hey, Hit Row understands the assignment each week. I mean, they don't have to be the greatest tag team ever, but at least they understand their assignment every week. I love when Top Doll is like not even in the corner. Okay, well he just got him out. Okay. That's fair. Nice drop kick right there to Sheamus, okay. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish here in the ropes. Oh, Top Dollar. Michael Cole is just like laughing hysterically at ringside, just watching Top Dollar get like hit by Sheamus over and over again. And I'm just like, Cole, calm down. I feel like this match has not been in question this entire time. I mean, look, this match has not been like a total shock or anything like that as to who's gonna win the thing, but the people are really into it because they're really into Drew and Sheamus, and I think that's what counts, right? And isn't that what it's all about, like the people getting into these matches and into the characters? You know what, you're right, Top Dollar wasn't even tagged into the match. Alright, well that was a quick and easy match. It did what it needed to accomplish, the fans were really into it, and so for that alone, keeping it short, sweet, and to the point, and people getting into it gets a thumbs up for me. What? They've chosen 2 warriors. Something about greatness. Something about a sacrifice. Be sure that Valhalla's not a part of Bray Wyatt's situation. The chill in the air is not winter. Next week it's Destiny. So I'm guessing based on that information that we got from Valhalla and the Viking Raiders that we're going to be getting these 2 teams like in a match next week. I hope I'm right. This was probably the most effective of the like spooky segment promo things that they've had. Just because they added like, some story into it, giving us some flashbacks to like, how we got to this little feud and all that stuff. So I liked it. And we got Lacey Evans in another match, which I'm like, okay, it's fine. I mean, it makes sense. You know, you take a little bit of time off, refresh, regroup, go back to basics or whatever, but I don't know if these are what I would consider basics. Again, I'm not a trained professional wrestler. Oh, we got a sneaky roll-up. Okay, this is only her second match back. Where we talked about title matches. Yeah, if you go back to basics, wouldn't you know to, like, I don't know, finish the match and just get in, get out, and get going? God, just finish the match? Okay, well, I guess okay, she heard me. Did she say salute me, you nasty face? Oh! Oh, I didn't pick up on that! Okay, well, I didn't hear that one right. Thank you, subtitles. Oh, no. It was short, sweet, and to the point. Still not a whole lot to write home about, but yeah. That's pretty much all I got, y'all. Alrighty, so we've got Braun and Ricochet, the makeshift tag team that we didn't know we needed. I don't know why I was starting to say it like that. Now, will Jay pop out at some point during this title defense? Because right now it's a 2-on-1 situation with Jimmy versus Ricochet and Braun. Throughout the night, we've been seeing Jimmy just, like, calling Jay throughout the night. He's even like, yeah, I went to the DMs and everything. And, well, he's defending it by himself. Now, it's just for the Smackdown tag titles, keep in mind, so... Oh, he's pointing! He's pointing! Oh, Jay showed up! Remember, kids, he never had any issues with Jimmy. It was always Roman. We gotta keep that in mind as we're moving ahead with this Bloodline arc. It was always Roman being the problem. It was never Jimmy. Alrighty, we're back from the commercial break, and we're off to the races, y'all. We got the Usos versus Braun and Ricochet. Okay, what are Ricochet and Braun gonna do now? Oh my god, he just threw Ricochet right into him. Oh my god. Hey, you know what? We're getting some unique tag team stuff out of this tag team with Braun and Ricochet. I'm here for it. It's something different, alright? I'm here for it. I wonder if Jay and Sami and Jimmy are gonna have a moment later tonight as well. I mainly ask because we saw Sami earlier on the night, and we saw Paul earlier on in the night. So, it would make sense, and Jimmy and Paul were talking earlier, so I wonder if they're all gonna, like, kind of just have a talk or something, or an interaction of sorts. I don't know. Nice double team from the Usos there. Alright, we're back from another commercial break, and the Usos are in firm control here, and I need some water. What was that from Braun? He just, like, pointed at himself, just like... And he's reaching, he's trying. Oh boy, Braun's running wild inside the ring. I like how Braun's thing is that he just, like, runs and just barrels into everybody. Oh, but he landed on his feet. He landed on his feet again. He's still on his feet. It's gonna take a lot more to get Braun Strowman knocked over. He's still kind of on his feet, even though he's back inside the ring. Yep, he's back on his feet. Okay, now he's off his feet. 2 weeks in purgatory. I would think that he just needed 2 weeks to just catch his breath, you know, refresh a little bit, recharge, you know, think about the whole situation. Now that's the team I'd like to see. Ricochet and Spider-Man. Oh my god. Yep, that's it, y'all. Braun, why didn't you go for the pin? Oh, he could have got the win right there. He's too close to the ropes. Braun, you're acting all surprised. Why didn't you just go for the pin, like, after you did the slam thing? Y'all could have had the titles. You had a clear as day opening. But hey, the crowd's really into the match, and I think that says it all, right? Right. They've been really into the whole show for the most part, minus the Lacey match so far, I think. But even then, they were kind of reacting to her, like booing her and stuff. Oh my god, what kind of an ending was this? That finish just alone gets a clap right there. I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. We need answers, just in general still, but I think, you know, at least we're moving in the right direction, so... Overall, though, this matchup gets a thumbs up for me, because it was entertaining and I enjoyed it. I'm guessing Natalya and Shayna are going to run it back at some point. I mean, she kind of got right to the point there, so I'm fine with that. Where is Ronda anyway? I mean, to be fair, Shayna did accomplish more than Ronda in WWE, in my humble opinion, but that's just me. Oh, well, speaking of Ronda, well, Ronda's back. Well, I mean, look, we're on the road to WrestleMania, so Ronda's probably got to be involved at some point in WrestleMania plans, probably, right? I would personally like to see Shayna versus Ronda because I just want to see what happens, and I think that could be what they're hinting at. I don't know. We'll have to see. Well, who's gonna go and help Natalya out now? Okay, there goes Shotzi. That makes sense. Because Shotzi was going up against Ronda for a while now. Or back at Survivor Series. There we go. I love how Natalya's hat's just casually in the way. Continuing, Ronda's been gone for several weeks, Cole. How can she... you know, run through the locker room if she's not here? Somebody help me understand this one. Well, that whole segment just happened. Alright, so after their match, Jay basically walked out on Jimmy and Paul again. Now we got Sami and Jay. We also haven't seen Kevin Owens since Royal Rumble. I just realized that. And I won't go down with my ship. I think it was something like that, right? He wants to acknowledge Jay. Oh, there we go. We got Jay and Sami now kind of on the same page. But I still don't trust this whole situation at all. I don't trust what's going to happen next week at an Elimination Chamber. I put it as the title of last week's reaction for a reason because I'm still so nervous for Sami. I truly am, because I don't know what's gonna happen. They're really about to go down with this ship, y'all. They really are. This is great. The fall of the Bloodline. Alright, our guy's back. Fantastic. Shoot, that was short, sweet, and to the point. He's just like, I'm done with this man. Speaking of Bray Wyatt, where is he? Like, we saw him last week with the jump scare. Who's Uncle Howdy? Where's Alexa Bliss? But thank goodness we got LA Knight back. I don't know what his next move is going to be, but I'm excited to see what it's going to be. I think this might have been the shortest part of a reaction in a little while, but it's worth noting for the lore. Alrighty, so we got Liv and Raquel versus Sonya and Chelsea for absolutely no reason, other than Chelsea and Sonya were being annoying backstage and wanting title opportunities and special treatment. Am I following this right? I hope Asuka wins the women's chamber match and wins the title at WrestleMania. I'm here for this new Asuka character, okay? I'm sold on it. I know somebody's gonna say it's not new, but it's new for WWE, like, because there's gonna be a lot of people that, haven't seen her previous work. We're still proud of you, Liv. You went bell to bell at the Women's Rumble. You came up short, but we're still proud of you. Well, look at you, Chelsea Green. You got 2 matches in a week, too. She had a match earlier this week on Monday Night Raw with Asuka, and they had the Elimination Chamber participants out at ringside, which was just really awkward because it made no sense to me. It's like, I guess we're all scouting, like, one person. I could see Raquel definitely, doing well in the chamber, but I don't think she's gonna win. I've got Asuka winning this chamber match. I don't care. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Oh, Sonya grabbed the bottom rope right there. What is Chelsea Green doing? Oh, she turned her back and, well, didn't want to get tagged in. Well, she accidentally ran right into Sonya. There goes Chelsea. Yep, that's it. Oh, I guess we got the tag in to Liv first. Okay. Why are we stalling? Okay, that was a cool little double team at the end, but I don't think it was necessary. But okay, it was serviceable. It was fine. We're probably gonna get this new story with Sonya and Chelsea, which is fine. Because, well, it's like, who's more annoying than the other one? Who am I supposed to cheer for? But it was fine. It was serviceable. It did what it needed to accomplish. So, dearest friends, we are gathered here today on this joyous occasion because for the first time in quite some time, we have the closest thing that we could possibly get to Moss vs. Kross 3 without it being Moss vs. Kross 3. You know we were gonna run with this. Y'all knew we were gonna run with this. This is a match that would happen in frickin' universe mode. Like, this is the universe mode match. Or close enough to it. I'm not gonna disagree with that. I want to see Gunther versus Escobar for that IC title. And Ray and Kross, they've had a situation for a while, and Moss and Kross had a situation for a while. So, it makes sense to me if Escobar wins this thing. I don't see Kross winning this match because, like, who would we cheer for in that match? What is going on with this camera angle? Why are we panning out so far? Seriously, we went through all the entrances and we didn't even get to the match yet, and we get to a commercial break? Alright, so we got Imperium watching from the skybox and the crowd. Alright, here we go, people, here we go! We got Moss and Kross facing off against each other now. It was short-lived, but that's okay. Okay? Okay, I guess Kross just said, excuse me, to Escobar. Even Michael Cole's like, what's going on here? We had a very brief encounter with Kross and Moss, and it was lovely, until Moss got dumped out of the ring by Kross. Alright, Rey Mysterio just jumped and fell right on Kross. Kross just kicked Rey. Okay, we got a lot of flying around here. Quite literally, because Moss just threw Rey right into Escobar. Oh my god, we're going back and forth between the two turnbuckles now. I'm just getting dizzy, y'all. I'm getting dizzy. Yeah, I would assume it would be a scrap. Oh! Alright, sign me up for this matchup. Give us Rey versus Escobar at some point. Give us the match, y'all. Give us the match. Go grab your snacks, kids. I accidentally ate my snacks before the show started. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Beautiful move right there from Escobar. Very beautiful backbreaker right there. Okay. I feel like I haven't commented that much on the matches. I'm like, alright, give me my stories. Okay, well, Rey just flew right into Kross right there. Escobar looks like he's gonna go flying on everybody. Well, he flew right into Moss, and so all four of them are outside the ring. And then we have this dramatic pan over to Imperium as we fade to black to commercial. Alright, here we go. We got more Moss versus Kross action right here as we come back from the commercial break. Of course, as a part of the Fatal 4-Way matchup. Y'all, I'm getting so dizzy watching everybody running all over the place. I'm trying to keep track of everybody. See, they're mentioning on commentary too. Come on, bring it up again. Give us another Moss and Kross match. Moss is all fired up. He caught Escobar right there. Ray's just like lurking in the background. He's just like trying to find his opening, but he's lurking. Well, hey, I mean, that's one way how to take out the competition, right? Wait, did Kross and Moss just temporarily team there on accident? I think they did. Everybody's going after Ray. That was a nice move from Escobar right there. That was lovely. Where did Ray come from? He just like flew from nowhere. Okay, well, Kross got his hands on Ray. So that's continuing their little feud. You might have the 619, y'all. You might have it here. The 619 will never not be a cool finisher to me. Oh, but Scarlett's right there. Ray, what are you doing? You know that your dude's finishing maneuver is, like, right there, like, from behind. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh my god, is Moss really gonna win this thing? Madcap Moss with the diving elbow? Wait, what? What? No, I want Moss versus Kross. Come on. Madcap Moss just won the main event against Kross, Mysterio, and Escobar. We got our cliffhanger ending with the Bloodline, y'all. We got our cliffhanger ending with the Bloodline. As Paul Heyman told Jimmy that him and Jay need to stay home next week and watch the show from home. I think Paul knows. I think he saw everything. He's the wise man for a reason. Y'all, that Fatal 4-Way was hard to keep track of, y'all. I'm like, what is going on here? So very chaotic main event. Doesn't mean that it was bad. Just wasn't, my cup of tea. Mainly because it was just going like 100 miles an hour the entire time, and it was just hard to keep up with, at least for me anyway. But again, that doesn't mean that it was a bad match by any means. Just, not my cup of tea. Some people straight up just don't like tea. Some people prefer coffee over tea. This just, wasn't my cup of tea, and that's okay. But we got the universe mode ending with Madcap Moss winning this match. So, at least that's what it felt like to me anyway. I gotta see how this unfolds next week. But either way around, it was okay. It was chaotic. It was very busy. And so it kind of took away from the enjoyment for me personally, but again, I know that there are going to be those people that are going to like it. So, if you like chaotic and you like a lot of fast-paced action, this was probably something for you. I got dizzy watching this match just trying to follow everybody. Alrighty, so this week's episode of Smackdown. Overall, it was alright. It was pretty serviceable. I think, again, it was sort of like that kind of filler in-between episode, because next week's the go-home episode, and then we have, the shows that are going to be between Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. I feel like once we get past Elimination Chamber, it's just going to go, like, 100 miles an hour, pretty much, until we get to WrestleMania and that sort of thing. But, I mean, we had some good matches on the show. I liked the tag match with the Usos and Ricochet and Braun. Again, I don't know why, but Braun and Ricochet, they're winning me over as a team. We had lots of little bloodline developments throughout the night, just in general, and that's what's keeping me going at this point. The women got a lot of airtime this week, which I thought was good. They had a little interview with Charlotte. We had Natalya and Shotzi, against a returning Ronda, and Shayna gets set up, and they had some little, nudges with Shayna and Ronda, and, some tension there a little bit, but they eventually kind of just, they went after Natalya, because they both don't like Natalya, but some seeds were kind of planted there. But, yeah, I feel like, again, it was kind of a filler show, and, again, the main event was not my cup of tea, doesn't mean that it was a bad match. LA Knight's back, that's a positive for all of us. We didn't have a Bray Wyatt sighting this week, or an Uncle Howdy sighting, which, again, whose uncle is Uncle Howdy? Are they taking a break to maybe get Alexa Bliss into the picture somehow? Because they haven't, connected those dots fully yet. But I don't know, I'm already excited and looking forward to Elimination Chamber. And again, we'll do the same format as we did last time, because I sort of like doing that a little bit more, to be honest. It gave me time to get breaks in and that sort of thing. And the video wasn't 10,000 hours long. But I'm excited to see Elimination Chamber. I know we got one more episode to go until we get there. But after that point, we're going to be off to the races, y'all. It'll be WrestleMania before we know it. So On that note, let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode of SmackDown down in the comments down below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff here on the channel, and I will see you all in the next one.